Maybe you're excited about it. Maybe you say, hey, this is something I want to consider. I think the first practical step is how do you choose a side hustle? Because the amount of side hustles out there is really broad. And on top of that, there are new side hustles being invented all the time by technology. So let me tell you how I think of side hustles. First of all, I think that side hustles can be broken up into really three big categories. One, what I call exchanging time for money is one category. The other one I call variable compensation. And the third one I call income building. So with these three, I call them the spectrum of side hustles. And so time for money just means I'm exchanging my time for your money. You're just paying me for my input. This is very much like Uber. If you go drive Uber, you'll probably make about $14 an hour, is what I've heard on average. If you go bartend, you'll probably make a certain amount of money per hour that you put in. Babysitting is very much a time for money. A family might say, hey, I'll pay you $20 an hour as long as we're gone. So that's very clear. It's just your time for money. Variable compensation is a little bit different in that it's often correlated by how much time you put in to how much value and money you'll get out, but it's not perfect and it's not guaranteed. The really common one for me is a real estate agent. If you're a real estate agent, you can actually make good money for your time, but it's also not a guarantee that your client buys a house or sells a house. It's not a guarantee that it's going to take a week to find a house. It might take months. And so this is a little bit of a riskier proposition because you don't necessarily put in your time and get paid at the end of the week. And then on the far end, I call this income building. And this is something of a little bit of a holy grail of side hustles. And it's by far the toughest one to crack. So what I call income building, and this can be where you're putting in your time really for building a business that will hopefully generate income even as you put in less effort in the long run. So for example, let's say you're a software developer and you build an app for the App Store. You may spend a few months building an app, putting in the App Store, investing your own time, your own money, and not getting paid. And maybe the downloads are slow, but maybe in a few months or a few years, the income starts coming in, or for some reason it gets popular. So these are the higher risk ones, and they're also really often unlikely to succeed. But if you get them right, and if the winds favor you, you can do really well on these. Now, I showed you 78% of America gets by paycheck to paycheck living. And so what I would say is that most of those people should really only look at the time for money, maybe a little bit in the variable compensation. But for the people who are trying to plug an income gap right now, I think they need to stay in the space of time for money. We need to try to figure out how to make your budget work right now, which means I need you to put in some effort now and get paid next week. We need that money coming in right away. We need the guaranteed income. Now, if you are stable in your finances, you're making ends meet, your budget works, maybe you're saving a little. This is where I think you have a little more freedom to say, hey, what do I really want to do? Do I want to be a realtor? Do I want to sell something on Etsy? Do I want to become an investor in real estate? That might give you some other options here because the real problem here is these can take a long time to develop. And so you have to be in a financial place to be able to absorb that type of investment. Now, once you figure out where on the spectrum you want to be, like time for money, now I think you can use this criteria here, skills, value, and availability, to really start refining down what side hustle specifically will be appropriate for you. So what I mean by skills is what skills do you have? How does that translate to value to the marketplace? And then how much time do you have to dedicate to your side hustles? For example, here, like I said, my wife is a teacher and she obviously likes teaching. Students need extra help to get ahead or get ahead in their schoolwork or to get prepped for college or whatever it is. And she has a couple hours each week to apply to this. So she tutors for $50 an hour. So that's why I use that example. But let's say you have really good technological skills, and you're good with online work. There's a demand for virtual assistants. And a lot of these can be work whenever you want, maybe a few hours a week, maybe a few days a week. And virtual assistants often get paid about $15 an hour. Going through this exercise can help you identify maybe some side hustle jobs or side hustle opportunities that might be really perfect for you.